Good afternoon, everyone. Louder. Can't hear. Louder. This is the youth to whom I am talking, so the last chance, louder. A very good afternoon. That's the spirit. That's what I wanted to hear. Everyone is awake. So, at the outset, let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you to the place of knowledge, a place of wisdom called Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies. I think you have been looking forward that where I will be taking admission and your search stops here. You are at a place which is all set and set as a trailblazer to ensure that you get not the education, but the best of the best education. You are not only develop their mind, but the mindset. We talked about education, we talked about quality education. It's not about developing your mind, but also the mindset. It's not about right to education, but right education. It's not about the educated mind, but it is a well-trained mind. So all these qualities makes WIPS apart. In fact, even I, with the 38 years of experience, 30 years into academics and 8 years into industries and as a scientist, when I walked through various private colleges, universities among Delhi and other states, I was absolutely taken aback when I saw the kind of the infrastructure and amenities which are being provided by WIPS. A big round of applause to the management of WIPS who really thinks so much for the students. And another best thing which I find about WIPS is it puts student in the center of everything which it does. Why so? Because you're entering into the WIPS, your success at WIPS and your transformation from a school student to a young technocrat mind is something which is very important and stays in the heart of each and every faculty member who works at WIPS. So you are at a melting pot where they are ready to transform you. But are you ready for that transformation? That is more important. Are you there to acquire that kind of a quality education? The faculty remains the same. The infrastructure remains the same set of teachers they teach you. Some of you will excel, as said, 20%, and 80% are left behind. What is the difference? Where do we find that difference? Why only 20% and 80% are left behind? Same infrastructure, same faculty, same teachers, same books, same assignments. Where is the difference? The difference in the mindset. The differences of 3 Ds, my dedication, my devotion, and my determination to do something. It may sound you a little, daunting that yes, we are talking of these things, but that is the reality. We have seen the reality over 38 years. With that kind of experience we talk. You are at a place now, you are going to, this is a page which is an empty page for you. You are starting with a new chapter in your story of your life. And this chapter will be largely written by you. Am I right? Your earlier chapters when you were in a school, they were largely influenced or they were kind of informed to you by your parents, by your guardians, by your family, and by your friends. But this chapter, which is now a blank page, a new chapter which you are starting, it will be largely written by you because you will be the principal author of this chapter. Now, how do you write the script? That script, it will all depend upon how do you wish to take your journey. Imagine yourself 4 years from now. Where are you heading towards? Imagine what you would like to see yourself 4 years from now, where you would like to see. Everyone would like to see themselves as a well-trained and getting very good offers, despite the fact maybe you're from the business families and others, but for your own growth, it is important that you join some of the companies, you unlearn to learn new things. So you look forward to that, yes, I will be there with a good amount of the package. But are we ready for that? That is very, very important. WIPS will provide you intellectual and ethical environment where your skills and spirit will thrive. Skills, which is the most talked about thing today. It is not that I learn theory, and I will be able to become the best of the computer scientist. No. A best of the computer engineer. No. So it will provide you an environment, and intellectual and ethical environment, where not only your skills will thrive, your spirit will thrive. When I talk of a spirit, somebody talked about human values, ethical values, that I need to be ethical. So they will provide you a place where your skills and spirit will thrive, provide you the world-class environment, give you the infrastructure where you become the lifelong learner. Now, becoming a lifelong learner is very, very important. Professor Nidhi talked about, your examination. You will have theory, you will have practicals. You think, is that enough? That's not enough. Mind it, you are living in a fourth era of industrial revolution. What was the first era of industrial revolution? Started way back in 1760s when we talked about steam engines. Then we came to the second industrial revolution somewhere on 1870 or so, where we saw electricity, where we saw bulbs, where we saw more and more industry coming in. Then you entered into the information age, digital age, computer age, 1980s to 2000. Am I right? Where you saw the computers coming in. I remember myself buying a first PCXT at that time, somewhere in 1985 for 70,000, having a memory of just, I think it was 16 MB of RAM. Today, what do you talk of? Gigabytes. Look at the transformation. That was the third industrial revolution, where we had internet which closed all the boundaries. It was a revolution where all the world becomes a global village. The boundaries remains a mere perception. Somebody talked about, will I be sending a telegram? No, you're not sending a telegram. What are you doing? Just a call away. So that is the power of the internet. Windows. Through a small window, you are navigating the whole world. Am I right? That's the power the third industrial revolution brought in. And today, we are much more than that. Fourth industrial revolution, Industry Standard 4.0, where you are dealing with disruptive technologies. In fact, you are living in an era which is the most interesting era. You are very lucky which you are living in that most interesting era, that era of disruptive technologies. Why do I say disruptive technologies? They are disrupting the way the government or the private people, they run their business models. The government runs their business models, the private sector runs their business models. These are the disruptive technologies. Which are those technologies? Artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicles, blockchain, cloud computing, digital twin, immersive experiences, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, quantum computing, cyberspace, cybersecurity. I think you have all heard of at least these names. Am I right? Have you heard of this? Somebody can raise. Have you heard at least some of these names? As a computer scientist, you're not supposed to only hear these names, you have to work on these. Are you getting it? The path looks rosy when we read, oh, this person got 82 lakhs of package. This is getting 52 lakhs of package. This person is getting 40 lakhs of package. I have my students, you know what is the package? 1.2 crores per annum, just after 4 years. I have students who got 82 lakhs of package. Microsoft has given 70 girls 82 lakhs of package. Atlassian, 82 lakhs. Uber, as sir was talking, 1,000 girls sat for Uber. How many selected? Just one. The package, 1.2 CR. But then that is what it makes a difference. You are working on these disruptive technologies. I'm asking, have you heard these names? My dear friends, you need to nurture your talent so that you are not using these technologies, you are participating in these technologies. Everyone today is running after disruptive technologies. And you can see the word full of these disruptive technologies. You know autonomous vehicles, right? 10 years back or 12 years back, if someone tells you, or Elon Musk used to tell, that I will have a robot-driven taxi which will give you a ferry from California to Texas. Will you believe it? No. It means robot is driving your taxi and you will be given a ride which will take you to the suburbs of Phoenix. Will you believe it? No. So 12 years back, we used to feel it's an imagination. What are they talking? And today, it is a reality. My children took a ride in that robot-driven taxi in the suburbs of Phoenix. It is the reality. Today, in India also, you see these autonomous vehicles making their position. What is happening? It is not only the mechanical now, it is all interdisciplinary. It means you have sensors, you have IoT, you have AI, you have Alexa, you have everything, electronics into it, you have electronic batteries, EV vehicles. Everything is amalgamated. It's not mechanical. We are not talking of gears. Today we are talking of automated vehicles. Can you think of a change? This is what is the disruption. You sit in a vehicle and you ask Alexa, Alexa, tell me what is the temperature in USA or what will be the temperature in USA? It's going to tell you. Alexa, take me to this. It tells you. When you have driven for 2 hours, it tells you it's a time for a tea break. When you're going above 80 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, it tells you, please mind your lane. How much AI is involved? That is a disruption. I'm sure you all watch Netflix. Do you know what Netflix you watch? 75% recommendations are what Netflix is giving you and not what you are taking. It is giving you recommendation, and most of the content which you are consuming is the content which Netflix is giving you. How is it giving you? Because it is taking your history, it is taking your age, it is seeing your interest, and it is also comparing the interest of the similar users who are having the same content. If you're interested in movies like Titanic, it will show you similar movies. If you are interested in seeing movies like Hitchki, movies like Tare Zameen Pe, it will show you similar content. How? All driven by AI. Somebody talked about data. You know how much data on an average every single human being produces? It is up to 1.7 MB per second. 1.7 MB per second every person is taking out the data. Do you know how much data is available? Somebody talked about Vedas, Quran, Upanishads. A lot of data is there. We are culturally very rich heritage, very rich tradition. But believe me, 90% of the data which exists on this planet Earth has come in the past 3 years. Unimaginable. 90% of the data has come in the past 3 years. And this data is going to multiply, multiply, and multiply. You all use ChatGPT. I'm sure you all use, right? Have you used ChatGPT? How many of you have used? In fact, everyone. What is the full form of ChatGPT? Anyone? Full form of ChatGPT? That is where the problem is. We do not know. We are going to become a computer engineer. Generative pre-transformers. You know how many parameters does it take? So when we do AI, or when we used to do, let's say an inventory management system, so we will take parameter like stock, item, rate, cost, value, so and so, so vendor, etc. When you're talking about ChatGPT, given by OpenAI, Sam Altman, you know how many parameters does it take? Imagine, just imagine. Let your imagination go very high. What is the amount of parameters it takes? You will be astonished. You will be surprised. You will be taken aback. It takes parameters up to the tune of 1.3 trillion parameters. Can you think of 1.3 trillion parameters? That's the reason it understands everything. It understands everything. Whatever you say, it is able to do it. You have a whole book and you want it to give you the summary of it, it gives you. You have a summary and tell it to write 5,000 pages, it will write it for you. You have a Python code and you want that, I want to optimize this Python code, it will do it for you. That is a disruptive technology in which you are living. You know smart homes, you go to Gurgaon side, you go to the other side, everyone is talking about smart home. Smart home, when you're sitting in your car, you are able to control the temperature of your air conditioner of your bedroom. You are able to control the temperature of your refrigerator. You are able to switch on your microwave and tell it to prepare a tea for you. It will do it. And nowadays, refrigerators are coming, which has compartments, which will also check, depending upon your requirement, it also checks that how much milk is left, and you need to order, and it is going to give you a signal that you are left with so much of milk. Would you like to order? If you will say yes, it may connect you to Zepto or Blinkit, and you have the things there. Can you imagine in what interesting era you are living in? If you talk of IoT, smart farming, and it is actually happening. It's not that we are just talking about it. Smart farming. Smart farming would mean that a farmer is able to see when the crop is ready to harvest. If there is a pesticide, otherwise in a conventional method, what will happen? You will sprinkle pesticide all over. But now, with the drone technology, it is able to sense which crop needs pesticide, only that much will be sprinkled. How much water does it need? Only that drone will spray that much of water, and it is done. If you want to see that the smart agriculture, it checks the soil, that what is that kind of the soil and what kind of the farming will be best suited for that soil, and it gives you those signals and you are done with it. Imagine healthcare. In the healthcare, now you have assistive technologies. Assistive technologies which helps you that even if you have a stick, a blind person, and the blind person can talk to the stick, that I am having a problem, would you like to tell me what is the time when I'm supposed to take my medicine? It's going to tell you. If you are feeling very much low, perhaps it can recite some shlokas for you. If you want, it can connect you to your near and dears. That is a disruptive technologies where you're living. Are you feeling awakened about these technologies? And it is really happening. But are we ready? Merely passing exam will just give you a piece of degree, and that piece of degree is nowhere. Few years back, I was reading an article in UP, they advertised the post of the peons, 1,000 peons, and it was more than 3,000 PhD candidates from computer science who applied for the post of the peon. Am I there in that particular line? Or am I there to make something like what Altman made, something like which Google has done, something which is driven the Microsoft, Satya Nadella, something which is being driven by Google? And I think we all have a talent. Number one, we always have a misconception, oh my God, I am not there. If I was there, I would have been IIT. It's a misconception, take it from me. It's a misconception that I'm not that good. So how can I dream that big? You can. Have you heard the name of Pratap, 22 years boy? He made a history by creating 600 drones. And he's not from IITs. He's not from NITs. He's not from the School of Eminence. He created 600 drones. Karnataka, when it was flooded with all the floods, he used his drones to provide them medicines and provide a relief by providing food packets. He has been invited by more than 60 firms. He is from an ordinary college. You can make a difference. You need to believe in yourself. You all have a talent. You all have a talent. But you don't conceive that because you don't work with that mindset. The moment you change your mindset, you never know, among all of you, 2 or 3 persons can even create a history. 2 or 3 persons will have their name in the newspapers that so-and-so person from WIPS created this history and did this innovation and did this idea. Sir talked about E-Cell. E-Cell, which is your entrepreneurship cell. You know what is the latest trend today, even in IITs and in IIMs? What is the latest trend? I know we used to run after companies. We want the best of the best companies. We want either Google, we want job in Google, we want job in Microsoft, we want job in Goldman Sachs, and so forth. And today the trend is, let me create my own Google, let me create my own Microsoft, and let me create my own Goldman Sachs. That is the idea which every student moves in IIMs and IITs. You will see a shift. They are all becoming entrepreneurs. They don't want to join the big companies. I have a case, I know a girl, she is friend of my daughter. She is coming from a community which is called a ST community. You must have heard of ST community. She comes from that. She comes from a hilly region, terrain, where there was no internet. Internet was a big problem for her. She comes from the Himachal side where you will get electricity barring 3 or 4 hours. Today, she is the vice president of one of the MNC earning around 1.4 crores per annum. And just a BTech with 4 or 5 years of experience. When she can do it, I can also do it. So start believing in yourself. Start training your mind. We always have a mobile in our hand. You know what are you carrying? You're carrying the whole world with you. But unfortunate part is the youngsters, they look at it, all right, let me post just Instagram. Even now I can see a girl looking at the mobile phone. Could you please stop looking at the mobile phone now? So we just look at that, let me post on Instagram. Let me post on Facebook. I had a coffee at CCD or whatever. But that is not going to make you anything. You will be sitting after 4 years in a corner feeling depressed that I could not achieve anything. You need to work hard and work beyond the boundaries of the curriculum. Curriculum will teach you only these are the subjects where the technology stays. When we passed out, the technology used to have a shelf life of 6 years. Mechanical, others, they used to have a shelf life of 6 years. Today, the technology has a shelf life, and especially this disruptive technology has a shelf life of not even 1 month. It means the curriculum which you are studying, no matter university is striving hard to provide you the best of the best technical and technological skills by updating their curriculum. But even then, it is at least 1 year outdated, 2 years outdated. It means where is your knowledge? In the morning, someone talked about these are the job roles. These are the job roles which are available. I beg to differ from this. When you will pass out 4 years from now, those job roles, even I do not know, even you do not know what those job roles will be. Because things are changing. AI, when I talked about Netflix, it is giving you recommendation. It was a predictive AI. It is predicting for you. Am I right? It is predicting for you. Today, and I used to write a program to learn the computer language. Today, it is not predictive AI. It is generative AI. It is generating content. Now, the computer has to understand human being language. It has gone reverse. Did you see a difference? It used to predict. I used to be a part who used to tell that predict this for me. Today, it has become generative. I just look at a movie content and tell it, please tell me about this content of this video which you have seen in 30 seconds. It will write a paragraph for you. I hope you know it and it is happening. If you give it just a poster, maybe you can see Vivekananda ji's poster here, and if you tell it, now give me a story in 200 words about Vivekananda, it will write a story. You give it a story and you tell it to convert it into a picture, it's going to do it for you. You give it a story and tell it, create a video for it, it's going to do it. So you're moving from predictive AI to generative AI, and you do not know. Even Altman doesn't know. Even NVIDIA doesn't know. Even Intel doesn't know where are they heading towards. But the future is absolutely bright. But for whom? Only those 20% who thrive, who make their career, who work hard for it. So my advice for you would be, please work beyond the boundaries. Don't look at this content. If I'm talking on this mic, first and foremost, your hand should go on to what is the composition of this mic. You ask Google, it will tell you. What is a dB, signal to noise ratio? Which are the best mics available? When in the class they teach you, let's say they talk about air, we will talk about air, these are the kind of the air pollutions, and this is what is the contamination. Your hand should go on immediately in Delhi, what is the air pollution level? How much air pollution is coming from transport? How much air pollution is coming from the plastic waste? How much pollution is coming because of the sound? How can I reduce it? So that is what is called as quality education and holistic development. Have you heard of National Education Policy? Have you heard of National Education Policy? How many of you? First, the hand should go like this, straight, yes. National Education Policy talks about holistic development. Today, the buzzword has gone as holistic development. What do you mean by holistic development? Holistic development is not that I will develop and make you holistic. You have to do holistic learning. Holistic learning will come when you are reading something, when teacher is talking about something. It's not only that you have grabbed that, you get into the detailing of that. Is that a fact? Is that a statement? Is that a quote? Or is that something mystical that I must further inquire more into it? So go beyond the boundaries and learn more. It is very, very important. And second thing is, ignite that. Someone said, it's a fire in the belly. You know, there was a 4-year-old girl. She went to the balloon person and she saw balloons of black, red, orange. And she went to that balloon person and said, "Uncle, will this black balloon fly?" He said, "Yes, it will take off. It will fly. Take it." "Is this red balloon ready to fly? Will it?" "Yes." "Is this green? Fly?" "Yes." "Will the blue fly?" "Yes." Then he told that girl, it's not only the colors which will make a difference, it is what is inside will make a difference. Same goes to you. It is not only the caste, creed, color, height, what you are making, or it is not that what will make a difference. It is the fire in the belly, what you have will make a difference. Take it for granted. Day one. I always say even day one is too late. Nurture those ideas. Look into around you. Use Google extensively, not for Instagram and Facebook just to post your pictures that idiotic people will do. Even a beggar sitting outside today is posting the pictures. There is a hell lot of a difference between you and that person who's sitting outside. Use it extensively to see that what does it entail. If you talk about water, how much water does a jeans need to make a jeans? How much water does it take? How much water do you consume? How do I conserve this water? We are talking about sustainable development. So look into all aspects. And before I close, I personally feel what you need to become is a good human being and lifelong learners. What I learned today, when I learned only COBOL. I learned Pascal, I learned Fortran. I worked on a server which used to occupy the whole room in Delhi College of Engineering. This big room was one server. We used to give our program and collect the output of it the very next day. Where is the server now? Your mobile is your server now. You have extensive potential. So explore now. Start working on it. Don't. When the Google never used to come to our university. So it was my dream that the Google should come. So once the Google came, everyone flunked. As sir said, no one could pass. Then I checked. What is there? They said, no. They are doing coding well, but what we need is optimized code. So the code will run in any way. What code you make will make the difference. It is optimized. It may give you output at 10 minutes. Would you like the Google that circle is going on and on like a Sudarshan Chakra and it is taking so much time for buffering and gives you an output? Or you need an instant output? You need an instant output. Similarly, your programming skills have to be like this. Number 2, your lifelong learning, upskill and reskill. Make it a point every day you spend 2 hours exploring new things. Talk to your own conscience at night that what is that dream which I want to pursue? Am I clear that I want to be into the website development, cybersecurity, I want to be a network engineer, I want to be a programmer, I want to be a data scientist, what I want to be? And nurture your skills, technical skills, at least in 3 different domains. Go beyond the boundaries. Be a lifelong learner. And more than that, final is, be a good human being. Your ethical values. One wrong thing can make it zero. It happened recently. The girl was in the final year, but I found something unethical with her. I suspended her, rusticated her, removed her from the university. The whole pressure came to me right from Chief Minister's office, LG's office, others, but nothing happened. She lost her career of 4 years. So make sure you are a good human being. Make sure you are a team player. Make sure that you possess those qualities. Someone comes to our home, we get irritated. Oh my God, again the same uncle has come. He's very irritating. Some people come, we enjoy their company. What kind of a person you would like to become? Be a person who is a good team player. Be a person, you are a lifelong learner. Look at those who are disadvantaged section. Help those, God will help you. Let me conclude by saying that success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's the courage to continue that counts. So keep on working hard. You may find that you are not able to achieve. This program is not working, this is not working, no idea is coming. You will fail and fail, only then you will succeed. Success never comes that easily. Every day we work hard to become successful. We look at Elon Musk, oh my God, but do you know, read the history of him. Read the history of the president. You will know what kind of the sufferings he had. So work hard, keep on working hard, and the time will not be far when sky is the limit for you. May God bless you all. May sky be the limit. I pray to God that success should keep on following you, whatever you do, and let sky be the limit for you. May God bless you all. Thank you.